Hey everyone, today I'm going to be going over the Meister glove and shoe deodorizer. So let's get to it. If you spend as much time as me online looking for boxing gear, you probably come across glove deodorizers somewhere along the way. I remember running into something that looked similar to this about 20 years ago when I was on Tidal. I forget if it was a catalog or it was online. It was so long ago, but they used to call them glove dogs. Back then, I was kind of like skeptical about how well they would deodorize or anything like that, and I didn't think it was even needed. Now, if you've ever had, let the gloves get old, and let's say several people do use them, you know that they get pretty, they can get pretty smelly, and who knows what else is going on inside those gloves. Back then, 20 years ago, I didn't care, but now with everything that's going on, I thought maybe I would give these a shot. They were only like 12 bucks on Meister.com, and I think I ordered through Shop. So I decided to give them a shot. One reason I did get them is because my work has a facility where they do have gloves there, and they're like community gloves. And the guy there who runs it asked me about if there's anything that deodorizes gloves or can take the smell out of gloves, because he tries to clean them, but sooner or later they get to be pretty smelly. And I told him that I remember seeing something like this a long time ago, but I hadn't looked in a long time. So I looked around and I found these with Meister. Meister has two different types as far as these enclosed ones that come like this with this the strap in between them. And this one's enclosed, and this is like a one-time use. You use it for however long, few months. I think they're rated for like 6 months, and then you get rid of them. I bought another pair here that they actually unzip. They have pouches, and the pouches have these things inside of them, and you can interchange these without having to change out the outer layer. They're about the same price though, but these are cheaper. So if you wanted to change them out and save a couple bucks, you can do that. So there's two different types: the ones that are enclosed that are just use and then throw away. And these right here, I'll show you right now that they actually have a zipper. So they do have two different types, and they have different types of scents. I got this one in cedar and this one in lavender. So I read some reviews on these, and some people said that the smell was too much or they didn't last as long. They were kind of like all over the place. But they weren't too expensive. I think they were like 11, 12 bucks. And so I just decided to get them so I can give the guy at work some insight on what he can do, because he has like 50 pairs, maybe even more pairs of gloves in there, and they do get pretty nasty in there. I always take my own if I go there, but I thought I could give him kind of like my opinion about what I thought. Also, I wanted to mention that these deodorizers, not only do they work for gloves, but they also work for your shoes. So if you're trying to keep the smell out of your shoe, keep these deodorized after use. These do work, and same thing here. You can keep them hanging. If you stuff them in there enough, they shouldn't fall or anything like that. All right, so they also work for shoes as well as the gloves. So here are the other ones that I was talking about, the ones with the zipper. These are actually called Eco Deodorizer, and the only difference really is they're a little bit darker color, and they have this zipper on the side, and they just open up, and the pouch is found right inside. So they say when you're done with these, about 6 months shelf life. I think they'll probably last a little bit longer if you don't have a lot of usage, or if you use your own. If it's just you using them, I bet you it would probably take about 9 months to a year to have to change these out. I don't think the smell is overbearing or anything like that. I kind of like it. it doesn't stink up the garage. It's pretty enclosed in here, and I don't think it's unpleasant at all, and it's not overbearing. So these, I took these to work, and I took them out, and the first thing anybody says is they start laughing after once you get past the jokes about how these things look. They really seem to work pretty well, and my gloves never really get that smelly, but those they do, and I told them that I don't know if it's going to be able to reverse the smell on those gloves. He can try. I said maybe if they weren't so bad, they would work. I would be more confident, but they're pretty bad. And he said he was going to buy a whole bunch of new gloves anyways, but he didn't want them to have that same problem later, because they have to try to make those gloves last as long as they can. So I told him, well, if you want to get a few, or if you want to buy a pair for each pair of glove that each pair that you buy, go ahead and see if you can get that past finance. Anyways, so this one right here, I had extra carabiners, so I just put on a carabiner, and I can just put it anywhere, move it around, or something like that, or you can just hook it like that. But for $12, and you can pick whether or not you want ones that you just toss, or ones that you can actually change out the pouch. And these are the outer pouch you can put in the washer and wash them before you put in the other one. Then I would say that they're worth it. And so far, I don't have to worry about them smelling. Also, it kind of, when you get a pair of sweaty gloves and you put these in there, it may help them dry out a little bit faster. All right, so if you're in the market for something like this, the ones I bought were from Meister. I don't know if there's any other companies that offer. I'm sure there's plenty that have something like this, but I can only speak for the Meister ones, and I would recommend them. They've been pretty good. Disclaimer: I did buy these. No one's giving me anything. I buy these all with my own money and stuff like that. So I don't have any allegiance to Meister at all. I think they're a decent company though. All right, thanks.